Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Oba's Trending Gist. Today, we are diving into the latest political ripples involving Nigerian Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike. Minister Wike finds himself at the center of a storm, facing persistent allegations of owning multiple properties in the United States, alongside claims of allocating vast tracts of land to his son. But in a recent interview, Wike didn't just deny these accusations, he hit back with a fierce challenge, demanding his accusers present concrete evidence. His defense even touched on the American citizenship of his family members. So let's head straight to the clip and hear exactly what he had to say. So sit back and take a watch.
Is it your son that they said that you gave land to,
that I gave
expanse of land to
2,000 hectares in Asokoro?
Yeah. Is that what happened?
And then what is the square meter of the whole of Asokoro? There's some news here. He said, please, I don't need to cross-check this. You know, you just see them, people try to make all kinds of allegations here and there. Well, you know, yeah, when they say that they rush me in an ambulance, I have a heart attack.
But you visited your doctors when you traveled recently?
Yeah, which
doctor?
Didn't you? Which doctor? What's the name of the doctor?
But you just returned to the country.
So, look, I've never traveled. I have to go and stay the holiday with my wife and my children. For the first time, I went to Dubai with my children, with my wife, beautiful wife in that matter. I traveled with my wife and children to Greece. From Greece, I just down to London, enjoying my life. And because I know there's a lot of work, which I've started today, two weeks flagging up and commissioning again. Come on, I need a break. You
didn't go to the house you were said to have bought in the United States. With all the records that
there's no record. It's not. See, that's why.
As a government,
when they pay bribe to people like Soworo, with all due respect, people like Soworo, with all due respect, if there's anybody who does not like to travel to America, it's me. Ask anybody. My wife is an American. My children are American. Their parents, my wife are Americans. For Christ's sake, in 2007, this issue came up. That, my wife, I said, what's my business? Let anybody show me where I bought a house, which I can't pass through. If my wife and the parents are saying, look, these are our grandchildren. We give this house to you. My wife, now they are still teenagers. Hold it in trust for them. Let anybody in this world say, the money passed through I can B to I can Z. When I was running election, this matter came up. When my wife was to become found at the court of appeal, this matter, so all kinds of things. I saw they say, well, it had been found that Wike put so they have what how many millions?
That's an awful lot of property there.
Why not ask yourself, can they publish it?
No, it's been published.
It's not published. It's not correct. That's a show where it's not correct. Why they put this? This house.
But is the house not in the name of your wife and children?
What is my business?
You don't know what your wife and children own?
What I'm saying is this: they are all Americans. My wife's parents are Americans. So, if they gave them a house, what's my business? I never bought any house.
$1 million worth of property.
You call these millions as if we are talking about thousands, which I can't really pass. Who bought it in their name? You see, it is not in Nigeria here where you can buy something and you can hide it. You cannot buy a house of even $100,000 that the documentation will not show. Let anybody say, this. Look at the money passed through Nyesom Wike's account, or it passed through his friend's account. See, let anybody say so. This thing they are talking about from 2008. 2008. They will carry it as if, as I was a governor, as I was a minister. Nothing like that. It's not correct. But that is not my business. If anybody else, bring it up. It's not when I take a decision to do something. In order to divert attention, you go and say, oh, yes, we did this. Oh, he gave his son 2,000 hectares of land in Asokoro. I mean, what kind of stories are that? Bring the document, let us see.
That was certainly a strong and animated defense from Minister Wike. Let's unpack his statements. Wike addressed two primary allegations. First, the claim that he allocated 2,000 hectares of land in Asokoro to his son. He dismissed this outright, labeling it as part of all kinds of allegations people fabricate. His main focus, however, was on the rumors of his alleged house purchase in the United States. Minister Wike unequivocally stated that he personally has never bought any house in America. His defense centered on the fact that his wife, children, and indeed his grandchildren are all American citizens. He repeatedly emphasized, "What is my business?" in response to questions about properties possibly owned by them, suggesting their assets are separate from his. Wike then issued a direct challenge, daring anyone to bring the documents. Let us see any record of a house he bought or any financial trail from his personal bank account to such a purchase. He pointed out that, unlike Nigeria, the US system is transparent, making it impossible to hide property transactions even for a house worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. He also branded this allegation as old news dating back to 2007 and 2008 and accused his political opponents, specifically mentioning Soworo, of recycling them to divert attention from developmental work he claimed to be doing. It was a clear and defiant stance, putting the ball squarely back in the accuser's court. Now, for my critical take, Minister Wike's defense is largely built on a legalistic and rhetorical strategy by asserting that he personally hasn't bought any property and that his American family members' assets are their own business. He attempts to create a firewall between himself and the allegation. This is a common approach for public figures facing scrutiny over family wealth, particularly when issues of dual citizenship or foreign assets are involved. However, while legally sound on paper, this stance might not fully satisfy a public increasingly demanding transparency from political holders and their immediate families. In many democracies, wealth of a politician's spouse or children, especially if acquired during their tenure in public service, often comes under scrutiny regarding the source of funds and potential conflicts of interest, regardless of citizenship. Wike's challenge to bring the documents is a powerful move, effectively shifting the burden of proof. It is difficult for private citizens or even media organizations to obtain foreign property records or bank statements without official investigative powers. This creates a challenging impasse. His claim that these are politically motivated attempts to divert attention is also a familiar narrative in Nigerian politics, often used to deflect criticism. Ultimately, Wike has made his position clear, and the ball is now with those who made the initial accusation to provide the undeniable evidence he demands. Without it, these claims remain in the realm of allegations. So what are your thoughts on Minister Wike's robust response? Do you think his argument hold water, or do you believe more transparency is needed from public officials regarding their families' assets? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Obas Trending Gist for more trending updates, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out the next update. Until next time, stay informed and keep trending.